So where was I? This part seems to be a little side. I feel like I should like scratch this and work on a new one because the polygons. I mean, it looks fine, right? It looks fine. It's gotta subdivide it. Why does it look like that? Let's just tan topo. Yeah, it's better. It's actually much better. What the heck? It hanged. It hanged. That's okay. Just see if there are even people in my stream. I think I should have my uh, stream. Yeah, there you go. My chat. There's no one, I think. Yeah, there's no one. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm not doing this because I don't have anyone to share this with. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna start a new 3D model because that one's pretty messed up. Wait for Blender to open up. I think it has. There you go. Start a general one. Okay, start this model. So the method which I use to do 3D models is usually when it comes to like full body figures and stuff is this thing. I go in here, I go to mesh, and I get myself a UV sphere. Okay, and what I do is I just keep it like that for a little while, and then I scale it down. Actually, I need to scale this one up because the last one was a little too small. I'm gonna copy and paste this. We're just gonna want to shift this up to create the bottom torso. Shift this down, upper torso, and create the bottom torso. Then what you want to do is you're just gonna wanna shape it. So just gonna shrink it down in this direction and Shrink it down in this. Shrink this down in the x direction while expanding it slightly in the y and shrinking it down in the z and rotating it along the y, so it kind of creates that puffed out chest. Now the thing with forearms is his waist is kind of small, so I mean, let's just open up a reference image just so I can, like, compare. Forearms. Take a look. Take a look. Tetra man. So I mean, that's one thing. Bro, I am a human being. What do you mean by confirm you're a human being? Okay, I'm not a clanker. Anyways, like in this figure, let's say it isn't that wide. It's like shoulder to waist ratio is. It's almost like this much only, but like I just need to increase the shoulder ratio. I need to change this side, change this side maybe. We gotta increase the size of this thing. And that's enough. And just decrease, decrease. Actually increase because I'm gonna be moving this up and then shrinking it down so I can make a pelvic area. So the way a pelvic area works is you're just gonna shift it slightly forward. This thing also needs to go back a little bit, I think. Forward up. Okay, time for the neck. Do you have area for the traps? We have area for the traps. Size it a little bit more. Rotate this along the Y. That's a little better. And then we can add the face structure thing. Just add this, stretch it up, bring it forward, increase the size. A little on the X, a little on the Y. Slightly. I mean, his stature is relatively forward minded if you look at this. He is a very proud guy, so he needs to have his chest puffed out a bit more. It looks like he has kyphosis here. Just gonna wanna move it along this axis so it looks somewhat puffed out. Maybe reduce his belly fat a bit and give him a slightly smaller waist. And I think this is a bit too big. No, I think that's perfect actually. It's gonna increase the size of this while elongating it and shifting this slightly upward so it fuses like that. And that's better, I think. Also, you can shift this down and up. Is it following the lumbar curvature? Let me check. Mm-hmm. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, okay, that's better. Now we can just add the other stuff in it. It looks like someone joined the stream. That's good to know. I don't know who it is though, but I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. Doesn't matter. Okay. Uh, let's put the other. So now we're in an object mode. We need to go into edit mode. Okay. And what we need to do is we need to go and add another thingy in here. Then you gotta go into. Oh my god! Not in the selection of that. You have to add the thingy completely separate. Why is it adding it as the object family of that? I don't want it to add it as the object family of that, man. I think the best thing you can do is go and mesh, create another UV sphere. Now we go into object mode. So we are working on its geometry. Modifiers, generate. We're gonna go for mirror, mirror. Okay, so it's mirroring the geometry on the x-axis. We need to mirror it on the y, so you can bring this over here on top, something like so. It's got massive arms. Okay, so one mistake I made when I was making the 3D model in my other forearms thing was that I didn't account for the fact that the lower arms actually doesn't have shoulder muscles, which is weird. It's like it's just fused into his abdomen. So I have to account for that in this one. All right. So that's a basic torso done. Let's add some to the hips as well, I guess, because there should be some in the hips too. Can I just add a UV sphere and just? Oh yeah, I can do that. That's good to know. Something like that. Actually, a little bit to the side maybe. Hold up, let me check. It needs to be in line. And this thing is popping out a bit too much, the pelvic area. So let me just fix that real quick. Uh, bro, I mean, I want it to stay in that shape, but not too much because it's popping out a bit too much. Needs to have that V shape that the pelvic region has. Okay, so start off, bring it slightly up. There you go. I think we can work with this, and what we can do is we can select this, slightly bring this down. It's more like it, and we can go here to this sphere, go into which one was it again? This one, right? Go into edit mode, select this part, bring it up. Maybe shift it around a bit so it doesn't like look weird. Slightly forward. Yeah. Okay, so I think it should be a little above somewhat. So yeah, there you go. Now what we have to do is we need to make the arms and the legs. So this is where I failed last time because I didn't do it in the T pose, the pose you're supposed to do. So let's do that real quick. It's gonna be actually gonna be a real not that hard. What you're gonna do is gonna go to Shift A, UV sphere, another UV sphere, but in a completely different object mode. So Shift A, mesh, UV sphere. Okay, bring this over here. Line lim. Bring this out here. Okay, blim blim. Solid mode. Okay, mesh. I could use a cylinder, but it gets really tricky when you're trying to merge the sides together. The only thing you can do is you can add like a subdivision surface modifier beforehand before you actually work around with the cylinder. So it actually kind of looks like a bit like an arm. That's what you kind of want. Let me just I brought the cylinder in, right? Okay, what we're gonna do is just gonna shape it up, rotate it along the X, I presume. Yeah, 90-degree angle. Bring it over here, bring it over here, slightly size it, bring it on the Z. And what we're gonna do is I made a mistake. We're gonna go into edit mode. First, we're gonna select mirror. Then we're going to select uh, subdivision surface. Then we're going to bring this over here and we're going to change the mirroring axis to Y. Go here, go here. Okay. Let's move this to this side. Okay. Dame un gur. Unke. Ungur. Okay. Move this inside. Slightly shrink it. Looks perfect. Slightly shrink this part down and let's make a quick division here. Go into object mode. Looks okay, I guess. I mean, still looks kind of weird for an arm. And looks very big too. It's like too long. So we need to fix that as well. You can just do this actually. Oh no, I can't. Or can I? I think I can. Yeah, I can. 100%. I was too stupid. Okay. Now this is the simple part. Going back into object mode. So I'm gonna move these down a bit. These faces intersecting? No, they are not. So I'll have to make them. पाव भाजी क्या क्या का क्या भाव भाजी हैं? The wrist needs to be shifted back. Hold up. I don't know how to do this. Like, I guess like that. That's a bit too back. I need to extrude this basically. What I need to say is, see, you have this area that I can like squish down on the X slightly. Actually, not on the X, maybe on the Y I can squish it down. This side. On the Z. Yeah, slightly squish it down. So I can do this, line it up. It's a bit like an arm. Yeah, it does. Okay, now we need to add in the palms. My god, I'm so stupid. Going to, I think we need to stay in this mode only. I'm gonna add another UV sphere. Bring it all the way over here. Go in this mode. Is it copying the same on that side? Yeah, okay, that it is. It is. Sorry, this side is bigger, right? Yeah, this side is bigger. How are you supposed to change the size of the? Yeah, I forgot how to change the size. That's okay. I just did a lot of operations, so I can't fix the wireframe the way I have positioned at UV sphere. Oh, that's okay. I don't need to. ऑफ करो. many fingers does forearm have? Three? Fucking hell. It's okay. I really don't know what that Cass song is, but it just sounds good, okay? The bass is really good in it. Do not flame me for not knowing the lyrics. Why am I in object mode? Shouldn't I be in edit? Exactly. Arre, arre, arre. So I think that's incorporated in. I'm gonna join these two into one, copy and then paste. Yeah, while in edit mode, okay, while in edit mode. It's a lot more like forearms as compared to the one I was working on earlier. Now we just have to make his legs. Just gonna give myself a little time to scratch my head a bit. Yeah, where was I? Okay. I just realized we need a bit more trap action over here, so I might as well use the tool editor to basically use this part, shift this entire thing slightly. I don't know how to change the area of effect. I kind of forgot. I genuinely don't remember how you're supposed to do it. I think it was like control and like it was something like it was related to the scroll wheel, I suppose, but I don't remember. She's not good. Let's check. Just take this, raise it up, raise it up, and bring this forward. So you can get a little trapezoid action going on. Yeah. All right. Let's work on the rest of the everything else. Let's work on the legs now. Oh my god. Ah, my back hurts like shit. Oh fuck. I might take a break. Streaming so much. Shit, bro. Anyways, where was I? Okay. Took a small break. Back at it. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make the legs that we're gonna have to work. I really want to do something. Okay, I just want to. Oh, that works. Actually, works really well. Surprisingly well, actually. What the fuck? Apply. Wow. Apply. Wow. Apply. Apply. Look at that. We got arms, we got shoulders, we got the chest, we got full fingers and everything. Now we need to make the legs. That we're gonna use another cylinder. Go into edit mode, generate, mirror on the Y, and just gonna wanna do that. Go to modifier, generate, subdivision, so you can get a little bit of that shape going on. And then I'm just gonna wanna move this downwards. Or in fact, you could just extrude this downwards if you want to. But I prefer to just move that part downwards. Okay. But then again, it fucks with the scaling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scale it downwards. That way it doesn't fuck up with the mesh. Now we slightly position the legs in a manner and increase the size because thick thighs. But Forearms doesn't have super thick thighs. Okay, he's a little lacking in that. Oh, he does have super thick thighs. Okay, we can make that happen. Actually, we can add stuff to it to make it super thick. No issues. No issues. Oh. Excuse me. Where was I again? Yeah. Let's add in the knees and stuff. So it's gonna go in this mode only. Shift A, UV sphere. Oh, oh, oh. This mode is on. Shift A, UV sphere. Bring this down. Lower it. Go in the Y axis. Bring this slightly forward. Go back in the X. Take a look. Switch off the X-ray vision. Go back in object mode. Select this. Copy. Paste. Uh, Rotate this in edit mode if I can, that is. Okay. bring this down and rotate it along the Y, rotate it along the Z, bring it out. There you go. Make a cut. Actually, make two cuts because we're gonna be changing the size of one of them. So it looks like calf muscles. What the fuck? So it kind of looks like calf muscles, but not exactly like calf muscles, if you know what I'm saying. Increase the size of one of them, and we're just gonna move this inside. So just gonna click a point here, move it, like, tuck it under the knee part. Same thing we're gonna do a little bit over here. Increase that size, decrease that size. Okay, now we have feet action going, but I still want to increase the width of this thigh. So I'm just gonna use the X scale, or rather in this case, the Y scale. It works slightly. Yeah, there you go. Somewhat increase the size of the thigh. We're gonna have to add some butt cheeks in here later. For now, that's enough. I think we can do that pretty quickly if we just go into this mesh, UV sphere, UV sphere. Boy, he kicked up. I mean, the butt cheeks are important because they're also kind of a muscle only, right? So, and let's add in the feet, the other fun part. What am I even saying? The stream is going to get reported immediately. This is the ball of the feet. Ball. Now, the thing with forearms feet is that instead of the usual rectangular shape that we have, it has a more of a triangular shape. So when we're making that feet, when those feet, those honkers, we need to make sure that we're following the rule of the triangle. Basically, what we need to do is we need to flatten this by checking the scale, flattening it. Okay. Then we need to extrude it forward. So it kind of looks like this. Okay. Now what we need to do is bring this over here, right? Now what we need to do is we need to select one of these points, switch this on, and scale it on the Y. I'll have to probably separate this from this over here so I can do this, then scale it on the Y, uh, go back to normal, shift this in, scale it across the Y like so, switch the positions because they look a little bit more natural, go back here, scale it across the Y, then go back, scale it across the Y, scale it across the Z. If I turn it across the X, a complete 180, because I mean it looks fine. And then finally, scale it across the X and then bring it as the feet. Also, the feet aren't exactly flat, they must be flared out a little bit. And there you go. So that's the legs done. Now let's just do the toes. And we can just model the toes in later. It's like, how big are his toes again? Those are massive. This is gonna go with the UV sphere method. It's like a game changer at this point, honestly. The way it just solves every issue. Leave your entries in the subreddit bros. And I'm on submissions in the next episode of Lawai. Damn, that was a good time. That was a good time of YouTube. Used to have so much fun watching YouTube back then. Now it's just brain rot. It is literally nothing but brain rot. Like, I don't have any brain rot, but like, you understand me, right? You sniffing what I'm shitting. Heard this in a reel once, and I just love using it. You sniffing what I'm shitting. Oh god, it's so funny. What the fuck? There you go. Scale it. अरे बाप रे ये क्या था? है जो भी था. That's a basic mesh done. That was the basic mesh. Oh my god भाई अभी इसको स्कल्ट भी करना है. Ah! And कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. What you need to do is we just need to go here. Three, right? Yeah. Go here, switch it to three and apply. Go here, apply. Go here, apply. और कहीं पे apply करना है? हाँ इसमें करना है apply. इसलिए मैं what I did was I mirrored all of them. So I don't have to do a lot of application stuff. Now you just need to let's hide these for the time being. So you can like make them disappear and appear and shit. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna select all of these, and we're gonna actually gonna start from this area specifically. This, then the pelvic region, this area, then finally this. That's all of them, I think. Join it together. I hope it's at the center axis in the middle. Now what we need to do is we need to go into N. Look at the scale. Scale's all fucked up. Translation is all fucked up. What we need to do is we need to go into Control A. Control Control A. Scale. Location. Actually, not location. Just uh, rotation. That's it. That's done. That's the main thing guy done. Now what you need to do is we need to go into sculpt mode. Okay, switch off the x-ray mode and we need to turn it into a not so fine mesh. So all the polygons they fuse together, and we can somewhat smooth the edges. What am I doing? I need to switch on symmetry. Symmetry on, game on. So we just need to smoothen some of the edges. Actually, I think we need to go for finer mesh. Like, hey, is the scale fucked up? No, right? Mm, this much. That's better. Because we also have fingers to work on, right? So I'll have to work with a finer mesh right now. And then I'll have to inflate the fingers most probably. Do a quick polygon smoothing so all the polygons are fused. So funny. My fucking ass cheeks, bro. Oh man, them got me fucked up. Okay, that looks like a very weird thumb, but we're gonna fix that in a minute. Alright, let's continue with the main modeling part, which is going to probably fuck me up for the next minute or so. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this right, and now we're gonna start by with a first like a slightly lower res mesh, okay, and we're just gonna wanna hollow out this area because I don't know if you have seen like models and stuff or like a reference image of forearms, but he has a very puffed out rib cage, very prominent rib cage. So we need to add that along with some muscle in the abdomen. So we're gonna add that in. A little bit more. Just a flatten tool to flatten it a bit. Just flatten tool over here. Just tiny bit. Smooth, smooth. There you go. Smooth this area, I guess. There you go. Oh, that's a bit too much, but alright, let's do the muscles now. Actually, that's a bit too much. Chest cavity. This is just perfect. You need this. The ribcage doesn't just end there; it goes down a little bit. So I'm gonna add a little over here. Cave it in. Smoothen this area a bit. Alright, let's add the muscles now. So we got the chest muscles. Then we have the abdominal muscles. Just making a rough. Uh, Over here we have the traps. The traps over here need to work it out like so. Smoothen this area. Include a little bit of geometry. Remesh. Inflate tools, gonna deflate this area a bit. Inflate this area a bit. You just switch on front faces only. Slightly increase the size because we're adding mask to it now. Actually, this part isn't working that well. Just gonna use that seems good. For this area, this thing, right? The clavicle thing, I need to recreate that. This is a little trick I learned to add striations on muscles. It works perfectly fine. It's a bit too smooth actually. This is perfect. Let's do the other muscles. Massive triceps, bro. हम्म।
क्या जी, ठंडा नहीं लग रहा है? कंबल उम्बल हटा दिया हो?
हम्म।
मॉडल बना रहे क्या?
बहुत देर से बात।
ठंडा बहुत लग रहा है।
बहुत ज्यादा ठंड है यार।
हम्म।
एक मिनट।
क्या खाया जाए?
अरे आएंगे अभी कुछ बनाने का
आप
बोल रहे।
बताएं, बनाते हैं।
क्या बनाओगे?
हलवा खाओगे गरम गरम सूजी का?
यस। व्हाट्स मैम? अरे बाइसेप मसल जो है ना, मसल के रख देगा हमको। Sorry, went kind of Bihari on that one. Yeah, boy. नहीं ठीक है।
चश्मा
यहाँ पे है।
कैप लग,
बाबू रे बाबू।
कैप लग।
क्या आप उतना रूम में भी ठंडा है उतना जी? ओह ब्रो जॉइंट, लेट्स गो। ला 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 ला। पागल हो गया मैं, जेन्युइनली पागल हो गया मैं। हाँ। वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। आज हम बना रहे हैं फोर आर्म्स फ्रॉम बेंटेन। अगर आपने बेंटेन नहीं देखी है तो आप थोड़े बहन के लौड़े हैं। अह, हाँ। हाँ। क्रेजी लग रहा है भाई ये तो जेन्युइनली। जब मैं छोटा था तो मैं और मेरे भाई बेंटेन की सारी सीरीज कार्टून नेटवर्क पे देखते थे। इट वाज प्रॉब्ली द बेस्ट पार्ट अबाउट माय चाइल्डहुड, क्योंकि उस वजह से आई वाज एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एनिमेशन में अगर आप कोई चीज़ एनिमेट करें तो इट इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी फॉर इट टू बी जस्ट चाइल्ड फोकस्ड कि भाई बच्चे देखेंगे तो बच्चों के हिसाब से बनाइए, जी नहीं। The only thing I liked about Ben 10 was it also took up mature audiences. Like you could feel entertained if you watched it today. That is how good Ben 10 was back in the day. Now, the way they've treated Ben 10 now is that it's more of a kids show as compared to like a show which everyone can watch. Which is kind of what I hate about new Ben 10. The Gravity Falls looking Ben 10. I don't like that Ben 10 at all. But the original Ben 10, the 10-year-old version, the Omniverse version, all of those Ben 10s are perfect, in my opinion. Why does the pivot feel weird? Doesn't matter. Oh shit. I'm just gonna have to deflate. Oh, we might have to remesh this, yeah. So I can deflate this a bit. Yeah, there you go. It's perfect. Now the bicep muscle, I don't know how it's striated. तो मेरे को उसके लिए थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा. Other than that, everything looks good. Looks perfect. Need to make the other lower arm as well, but मेरा तेल खत्म हो रहा है. I'm just gonna stream this for like another 30 minutes and so on, and then I'm gonna end it. Babude! Oh yeah, the rib cage thing. So it's gonna add a little bit of mass to it. And some muscles, so it doesn't look flat. Oh, that looks perfect. Oh my god, that looks perfect. What the fuck? Alright, let's work on this area. Mm. Let's work on the face before I go because I really want the face to be done before I actually end this. So let's look at forearms once again, especially this one. Now, the original forearms doesn't look all that intimidating. It's just a big guy with massive arms. To make him actually look intimidating, we'll have to do a few things. First of all, we'll have to clear out some eye sockets, like so. Then we'll have to chisel his jawline a bit, which I realized I should have done before I did this, but does it matter? No, it does not. Add a chin. Yep. Remesh, redo. Right, perfect. Let's remesh shaft. Add some eyes into the socket. Now smoothen this edge and add some clay stripes on top of it. I think I'll have to use Diamond Topo in this part because the mesh is getting slightly, I don't know how to say this, but like has to get more detailed so I can work on it. Chonda and Topo. Oh, that lagging. Okay. Daisy, daisy, give me your attitude. I'm crazy. बाबा अभी 10 बजे, अभी मैं क्यों सोऊंगा? गजब आदमी है भाई। दादाजी आते हैं रूम में, बोलते हैं जगे हुए हो? 10 बजे कौन सोता है यार? 10 बजे बच्चा लगता हूँ आपको, 10 बजे सोऊंगा मैं? अरे बाबू रे, बाबू रे। माउथ के बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर के लिए डायंटो को ऑफ करना पड़ेगा मेरे को। डायंटो को ऑन रखना बेटर रहेगा फेस एरिया में, क्योंकि लुक सो गुड। अब फटा, अब मशीन का फटा, अब मशीन का फटना शुरू हुआ। Ah, look, he has big lower teeth. Also, much bigger mouth, actually. भाई कोई स्ट्रीम देख ही नहीं रहा है, क्या करूँ मैं बहन? बस I'm just recording myself do work now. 1 3 true, never got enough. 1 3 true, never got enough. Mm. Young, young, dumb, young, dumb, young, dumb, young, dumb, guys. Slatataita. What dental abomination are we even making? I think I know what to do. Instead of uh, modeling, oh god, fucking okay. I should probably save this much. Fourarms V2. A nice layer. Soften the edges. Reduce the edges. I think that's it for today. Uh,